Be the Crew is the idea that every one of us are putting in the effort needed to get the mission accomplished.
All right, let me give you a little bit of background. We are a small company, bootstrap company, years of pain and suffering, just sacrifice. And we came in contact with this customer, large customer, that said, hey, we're interested in the solution that you've got.
Contract came through. There was 100+ units that we had to make, and we had to do that within, I think, about a 2 or 3 month period of time. When up to that point, we had never made more than 30 to 40 trailers in the previous 7 years before that. So yeah, there was a lot of pressure and there was a lot of uncertainty, but also there was the confidence that, hey, we can do this.
Steve's writing code, Dave's selling, I'm doing whatever I do. And it was like, okay, the day's over. Now go over to the shop and get on the assembly line. And you just work till it's done.
Hey, does anyone here know the statute of limitations on child labor laws?
My kids were there, Bob's kids were there, Trent's kids were there. I remember Trent's kids, he had to have been probably 8 years old. He was putting the locks on the trailers. It was just all hands on deck.
Because nobody cared whose job was what. The job was to deliver, to get the units out the door, get them loaded into a truck, and ship them off on time. That was really the only focus we had.
I remember there were times when these trucks would show up. We had the units to set on it, but sometimes we were waiting for overnight delivery to show up because we were waiting for parts. And so I'd go to the truck driver and say, hey, it's lunchtime. You need to eat lunch. They're like, no, I got to be on schedule. Just let me get loaded. I got to take off. Let me get out of here. No, you can't drive hungry. You got to eat. Let me take you to lunch. And so I'd take them to lunch, and I'd be texting to find out, did the parts show up? And Bob would text and say, hey, we need 30 more minutes. We got the parts. Now we're assembling and installing. And so I'd tell the driver, I was like, you need dessert. No, I don't need dessert. Let me just go back. No, you got to have dessert here. It's incredible. So then we'd do dessert, right? And buy a little bit more time. Then we went through that whole deployment and we never missed a single delivery date.
If you're part of the crew, you're part of the solution. If you want to get in and work, then we are the right place.
Yeah, we're all in this boat together. We're all rowing in the same direction.